Hi guys, welcome. This is Sheree from Divine Visions. For those who are new to my channel, a big welcome to you also. Thank you all for joining me today. And what I'm doing is a really quick Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine check-in with some messages as well for you guys. Okay, so I've got a few cards around me right now. Going to have a look at the Divine Masculine's energy and the Divine Feminine's energy. Okay, trying to see where they're both at right now. I like to do these quick check-ins now and then. Or I probably will be doing them more regularly anyway, because I tune into different groups within the collective at any given time. Wowza. Okay, hang on, I didn't put an intention on that, but that's interesting. So we've got the Fool reversed, okay, Fool reversed, and the Three of Wands reversed. So someone might be hesitating on moving forward in the connection right now. Just going to have a look further, okay, as to what's going on. There's a lot of energy coming through these cards right now. Wowies. Okay. Okay. These were a gift from Amanda, so thank you so much, Amanda. If you're watching, I am going to be contacting you shortly to do a mini reading with you, for you, as you have gifted these cards to me. So thank you so much. Anyone that's ever gifted me a deck of cards from my Amazon list in the past or future will receive a mini reading with me. Okay, let's get this started. Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine energies. Where is the Divine Masculine currently at, please? And as I was saying before, I do actually tune into different groups within the collective at any given time. It's not always the same groups that I'm tuning into, just so you guys know. So I might have done a reading last week, which might be relevant to another group, and tonight's might be relevant to you, depending on where you're at right now, because there's so many of you. Okay, I'm feeling a bit breathless, and it's just the excitement. I've been drawn to, like, it's past midnight here, guys. I think it's like 1 in the morning or something, and I'm a night owl anyway, but yeah, sometimes I just have this pull, like a magnetic pull to my table to come and sit down and give a message, so let's do it. So where's the Divine Masculine at currently right now? We have the Five of Wands reversed. Okay, and where's the Divine Feminine at? We've got the Temperance reversed. Okay, and at the bottom of the deck we've got the Nine of Pentacles. So it looks to me like the both of you, both Divine Feminine and Masculine, are both very independently working on their coin right now. And their home life, see how we got the family there as well. So it's kind of like it's a time for reaping rewards, but it's a time for really going within, because the Divine Masculine is not in an extroverted energy. This is all about fighting. See how they're cowering away, and they're naked, so it shows vulnerabilities in this as well. So perhaps the Divine Masculine has really felt that he has to have had to cower away. He doesn't want to fight no longer. He's not able to battle something right now, but I do want to get more info, okay? This is the Sagittarius energy. We've got two fiery kind of energies going on here. We've got fire and water with the Temperance energies here. So it's like she's putting both, tempering the water, see? Keeping it balanced, keeping it peaceful, and it's about patience and healing as well in this. So see how she's also naked. So we're talking about vulnerability here. She's got 1 foot on land to be grounded and 1 foot in the water. So it's kind of like she's wanting to be a nurturer, she's wanting to be a giver, but she also has to ground her energy. So let's have a look then, all right, further to clarify, where is the Divine Masculine at? And sometimes I see the Five of Wands reversed as internal conflict as well, because usually it's fighting with others, there's competition on the outside, but sometimes when I see it reversed, I see that he's introverted and he might be undergoing some internal conflict there. So yeah, he's putting up boundaries. He's saying no and drawing the line. No, that's it, I need to back off now. And the Divine Feminine is making a commitment. See, she's making a commitment to herself. Maybe she's even made a commitment to him that she's not off finding anything else. She doesn't want anyone else. Even if she finds herself in another connection, her loyalty and love is with this Divine Masculine. Okay. Well, he wants to say to her, I want you to be the mother of our children. So parent, however you want to see that as. You know, it doesn't matter about gender really, but the divine masculine really wants the divine feminine to be the parent of his children. And then we've got here, you are just perfect. I'm sorry I keep messing up. So I do feel like this divine masculine has often come forward into the connection and kind of like she's doing here, dipped his feet in the water, testing it out, and then has freaked out and then backed off again. And something has really made him pull back this time. And he just wants to let you know, divine feminines, that you are perfect the way you are. You're just in your own little zone here, you know, paying attention to what you need to do right now, trying to balance yourself. And he's just loving you the way you are. He feels that you're perfect, even if you do feel imbalanced. And I'm talking to the divine feminine because there's a majority of divine feminines watching this. I usually talk in it as a third person type thing here, as in, you know, the divine feminine, divine masculine. So the divine masculine sees the divine feminine as a perfect person, just as she is. He sees that he's the one with the faults. He's the one with mistakes here. What's the other one? So it says, if I could stay, I would. So, yeah, I mean, he definitely wants that commitment. Obviously, he wants you to be the mother or the parent of his children. So, you know, I say he for masculine. Doesn't matter about the gender. I just say he and she, you know, for each one. But let's see what she wants to say, okay, to her divine masculine. Is this what I wanted to grab, these ones? Yes. And she says, no other can hold a candle to you. You're all I've ever wanted and more. And the end of a cycle, 999 completion. So there's something coming to a completion in her life, whether that be another connection, another commitment. For some of them, because it is vows, they could be in another partnership, could be a legal marriage, could be just someone else they're with. That's just another message coming through, that they're saying that even though they might be with someone else, that this person does not hold a candle to you. So you're the one, masculines, that this person wants. So the divine feminine really wants this divine masculine. And it could also be, you know, that for some of you, you might both be in different connections. Doesn't have to resonate with everybody, but there's definitely something that you're both working on individually, independently, very hard on right now. And it is that independence. It is that money, the coin, reaping rewards. But emotionally, in this connection, you both don't feel like you're reaping rewards. So let's see what else is coming through. Yes, the divine masculine feels loss, feels grief, sorrow, and pain. Almost like there has been a death in this situation with the divine feminine, because maybe there's a no contact situation. He's had to put up boundaries. So he's protecting himself in here, even though he wants to come forward. He's cocooning himself in. He's the one putting up a wall here. And so it's almost like he might have been the one to, like, it looks like he's backed off. He's backed right off. Maybe that sent, you know, the divine feminine into a spin, because she's now had to try and find balance in her emotions here as well. Yeah, so let's see what else is going on for her. Yeah, so she's apprehensive. So even though she feels this, she's apprehensive and guarded, cautious, afraid of coming forward. So they're both holding back, being apprehensive, guarded, walls up, that kind of thing, even though they hold a deep love for each other. And I'm feeling that one or two of them feel like they can't talk to the other, even if they really want to. So it could be an issue where someone is stopping them, you know, interfering, like third party interference coming in and like kind of like banishing the other party from having any contact with you type thing. So it could be a jealous rival, something like that in the masculine's life or the feminine's life. I just want to see. But, you know, this is all part of the journey. This is the lesson, unfortunately, but this is what happens. It's going to help you and your person grow stronger at the end of the day. You know, sometimes you've got to hit rock bottom to be able to have that spiritual warrior within you, you know, come out and say, that's enough now. This is it. I'm fighting for this. But your divine masculine doesn't have the power or energy at this time to fight for anything right now. He's got to pick himself up. He's got to lick his wounds. That's what he's doing right now. So we meet again, my dear friend, through space and across time. and I want to create with you. So this is what he's saying here. So it could be that you guys are astral traveling to each other. Maybe you did come into contact again after so long of not seeing each other or being together. And he's saying, so we meet again, you know, through space and across time, maybe after many years. Or it could just be astral related, where you're meeting in dreams, things like that. And he wants to create with you. He wants to create a family with you, Divine Feminine. And the taste of your presence, it's something I will never, ever be able to forget. And I could listen to your voice for days on end. So he loves your voice. It resonates with him. It also could be that he likes, like you might be a singer. You might be someone who's an artist. He just loves to hear your voice. It nurtures him in a lot of ways. And the taste of your presence, it's something I'll never, ever be able to forget. So it's seriously like when you have come together, either in the physical or online, whatever it is that your connection is based on, he has really never forgotten what an impact you've had on his life. Okay, Divine Feminine, what is your message to your Divine Masculine? So I can't face you right now. The intensity between us scares me. So it's interesting, isn't it? Because she's undergoing her own feelings of being unstable right now, emotionally, trying to get her bearings. And there might have been some feelings of impatience to get out of a situation also, because it does say the end of a cycle's coming now, there's completion of a situation, but it's almost like she feels guarded and cautious about coming forward, and maybe it's also because she's picking up on his energy over here, which is why she'd also be guarded and cautious about coming forward. But she's saying she can't face the Divine Masculine right now because the intensity of this situation is really full on right now. And you feel like the sweetest home I've ever known. I've never known, I should say. So, wow, did you see that? So, thank you for your beautiful presence in my life. See how they both love this whole thing about the presence of each other's presence here? Because you feel at home with each other. She feels at home with her Divine Masculine. She possibly wants to have a life with the Divine Masculine. Now, what am I drawn to? What other cards can I be using? Right here. Okay, I'm being drawn to Archangel Michael for some reason, so let's have a look. Archangel Michael might be really feeling the pressure that's on the Divine Masculine right now, because it's almost like the Divine Masculine feels like he's caving in a bit. This is why he's had to back off. He hasn't got the energy or that stamina or strength to face this right now as much as he wants to. There's a loss here. He feels a grief. So it just feels like for a lot of you, there's an invisible line here that's like an invisible force or some kind of third party situation that's really affecting this. So it could be a karmic situation that's to do with his family, your family, or relationships, romantic relationships, partners, that kind of thing. But all I ask is that you do, well, that's interesting. I just haven't even shuffled, but I'm sitting here with the cards. It says, believe and trust, see, before going to sleep tonight. Say, Archangel Michael, please enter my dreams and replace fear with faith and trust. Let me be filled with strength, courage, and confidence. Now, we were just talking about meeting up in dreams. It's kind of like, and I don't mean this in a scary way, guys, but it can happen with twin flames especially, where you feel like there's a darker force around you trying to break you up because there is a divine mission to do. You need to come together. And even though we do know there are karmic situations that require lessons for your soul's growth, there can be outside forces that are quite negative and dark. So it's about protecting your energy, protecting your union, protecting your Divine Masculine, protecting yourself, vice versa. And calling in Saint Germain, looking, putting yourselves in that violet fire, which also Archangel Michael carries the blue light as well as the violet fire. I believe he is, well, I don't know all the stuff about it, but what I am just intuitively tuning into is that he also works with the violet fire. I see a purple light as well with Archangel Michael, as well as the blue light of protection. So you call upon Archangel Michael to come in and surround the both of you with this blue light of protection. And you can just say, I call upon you, Archangel Michael, please come in and protect us with your blue shield. And whatever it is you want to say, just talk to him because he will listen to you. So let's get some messages, okay? Wow, hang on. What happened? Oh my God, guys. Look at the violet fire. I mean, the violet purple in this. So write about your thoughts and feelings, okay? So thank you for helping me tap into my God-given creativity and wisdom so I clearly express myself and glean insight, blessing, and healing. So write down your thoughts and feelings into a journal because, you know, whether it be a masculine or feminine watching, this is both your message here. So it's about being able to write it down because at the moment things might be feeling really that you're stuck, that you don't have any clarity right now. So it's just about asking Archangel Michael to come and help you try and write things down. It could also be that you need to write things down to gain clarity. Sometimes we need to write down lists and things that we feel and what we want to achieve. And by doing that kind of thing, you can actually start to find out what it is you really, really need. Because I feel like the divine masculines are really at a loss. They don't know whether they're coming or going right now. And the divine feminines are just stuck here in this space trying to gain that balance, gain that momentum, like she's pouring the water, okay, into the other vessel. So it's kind of like that balance, okay? It's like a yin-yang type thing, hot and cold, keeping it warm. This is just how I'm seeing it. So it is like at the moment, things have gone like upside down for her right now. So she's trying to get back on track now and find that momentum again. But at the same time, both of you are working hard on yourselves in your independent lives. When it comes to this connection, though, there is this energy. So let's see what else Archangel Michael wants to say. So ask Archangel Michael to help you with the situation. Archangel Michael, thank you for assisting me with the situation. Describe it. Please help me be filled with faith and peace at all times. So, yeah, have faith that he is coming in to help you. He really is. If you call him in, he's there. And I've said it in another video somewhere that years ago I had actually taken photos with a friend of mine. We were having one of our spiritual psychic nights. And we would call in our angels, our guides, our archangels. And we did take photos after we'd asked Archangel Michael to surround our house with the blue light of protection. And in the photographs, you can clearly see, and I wish I had them now because they're on my old computer, but there was this blue light going all around the roof, like you could see it around the skirting of the walls. And it was absolutely amazing. And so it just proved it even more so that, holy crap, you know, archangels are real. And he is real. And if you need protection and you need courage and you want truth to come through, clarity, call him in. Really is there. So you look at this, right? Your home is protected by angels. Archangel Michael, thank you for watching over my home and its inhabitants. I ask that you post guardian angels at each window and door, ensuring its security. Thank you for guiding my finances so that I can easily afford to pay my rent, mortgage, or taxes. Now, it's very interesting around the home because some of you might not be feeling that you're in a very good family situation right now either. And you might be trying to get out of it financially even, not just emotionally, but physically, financially, that kind of thing. Yeah, so call him in because he really is very strong coming in. You'll feel him. All right, one more card for you guys. I'm not sure if I've got anything else to really tune into. I just feeling my way through this tonight. I haven't got any plan at all. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes I just get on here and I don't have a plan. I just go with whatever spirit is directing me to do. So abundance, look at this abundance, which is this money right here, see? It's feeling strong and secure and stable in your life. Prepare yourself for incoming abundance. Release any mental blocks you may have. In fairyland and human land, there is enough abundance for everyone. See how there's a lotus here as well? It's very linked in with the crown chakra. So calling in your angels and spirit to help you to clear your crown chakra, because that's where you get your divine wisdom from as well, is through the crown chakra. So maybe even look on YouTube, find some opening or cleansing your chakras. And that can help as well to clear some of this energy that's going on here. And there's a lot of fear, okay? So sacral chakra especially is connected with this as well, okay? All right, what else am I drawn to? Feel like I want to use my Divine Oracle. So we can get a message for the Divine Masculine, please. So we got solar plexus as well. So talking about chakras, here's his. Create boundaries, oh my God, and follow your purpose. You know what? He's putting up boundaries and walls to protect the divine feminine, I feel. There's something going on in his life. He doesn't want to say goodbye to this. He doesn't want to back off from this, but something is pulling him back at the moment that he has to deal with. So that is so important. Like at the moment, it's depleting his energy. It doesn't have the energy or stamina, as I said before, to pursue this right now. He's got to get himself out of this mess. He's got to build himself up. Call in Archangel Michael. You can call in Archangel Michael. If you're a feminine watching, you can call in Archangel Michael to surround him with that love and protection as well. So what's the divine feminines? We've got Libra. So partnerships, fairness, balance. What is she doing? She's trying to find balance in this right now. So yeah, very interesting that's coming through there. All right, let me see. This is going a bit blurry for some reason. All right, we'll get one more card, guys. One more card for the union. What can we know? What can we know? Because I know that both of you, well, this will be his message to you, Divine Feminine. This is the Divine Masculine's message. And he says, forever yours. So no matter what is going on here, he is yours. He's forever yours. And that means forever, for eternity. Let's see what the Divine Feminine's wanting to say. Okay, we've got two here. I've prayed for you and did some magic too. So there's divine feminines who are very much in their spiritual power. They might not be feeling it right here, but a lot of you are. And you are praying and you are doing invocations or some kind of rituals regarding this as well. And you are my castle in the sky. Look at that full moon. How beautiful is this? So it's like she just really looks up to him. She wants to, that's all she thinks about is him and this commitment here. I think that's it, but I keep feeling like I've got to do more, guys. It's just weird. I feel so inspired within me right now. What am I drawn to, Spirit? I'll be taking one of these. Oh, what am I seeing here? Okay, hang on a minute, guys. I'm thinking it's a short check-in today, but it's turning out to not be a short check-in. What was that? Thought I just saw something. Okay, let's have a look. What shadow is he currently in, okay? Helpless and antisocial. Okay, these are the two things that he's really undergoing right now. That's why even more so calling in the beautiful energy of Archangel Michael and God or Jesus, whoever it is you believe in, angels, spirit, to come and protect him and shroud him in that beautiful blue light of protection. And anxiety, of course, he's undergoing as well. Okay, so the divine feminines are undergoing denial and being blindsided. Okay, so they're feeling a bit blindsided right now. Maybe, as I said before, the divine masculine just pulled back really fast and they feel like they were just blindsided. They didn't see it coming and they're in a bit of denial right now, trying to work out what happened. But they both share... Well, that fell on the floor. Hang on. This is weird how this happens. Time out, see? It's interesting, isn't it? So there's obviously time out occurring for both of them right now. And their flame burns for you. So both of you are burning for each other. I feel like another two cards to come out. Yeah, sad divine feminine. See, she's really sad in this energy. And within 1 year, what's within 1 year? Oops. Spiritual calling and a higher calling coming in. So that's for both of you, don't forget. It's not just her energy there. We have a spiritual awakening occurring for the two of you. This is in the connection, and a higher purpose, a higher calling for something bigger is coming in for both of you. So this is just meant to be right now. This is something that has to be done in the journey, so that you can both strengthen from this, so you can come back together. with those lessons, okay, as well, because whatever, you know that saying, whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I really do feel that's what's happening here, because sometimes when you're in the connection and you're not together and there's pain, it does feel like sometimes like a death, because there's a loss here, such a loss. But it's really beautiful what's occurring between the two of you here. Can we see if there's any message? Oh, I keep flying on the ground. Hang on a minute. Okay, that's not feeling drawn to that. Okay. All right, sorry guys. Let's have a look. So we've got, it's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. Very interesting, guys. So that's what this is telling you, both of you, is that there's got to be some energy within yourselves as well that has to be released from karmic situations even. And look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. And the energy is gaining momentum. So what might feel stuck right now is really starting to gain momentum behind the scenes. You just haven't seen it yet. It's coming out. Hold your vision. Hold your vision as to what it is you want, not what you don't want. Keep focusing on what you want. And look at the bigger picture, because there's a bigger lesson involved in this. Okay, a time to give rather than take. Time to give to yourself now. Time to, both of you, to give to yourselves. That's what this is about. That's the new moon in Virgo, okay? Yeah. So I really hope that's resonated today. Felt like I had to jump on here really fast. It's been nearly 26 minutes, which is pretty awesome. I still feel like I got, you know, I want to do more tonight, but I'll see how I go. But I hope that's resonated, guys, and I look forward to connecting with you next time. Love and blessings.